Hello, Virgo. I am Jess from the Nimbi, bringing you a Timeless Tarot message. Let's see what wants to come out. We're going to pull an overall energy for this reading. Universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, please give me the message that this viewer or this Virgo needs to hear most at this time on their journey. Virgo, any placement, cross watchers, always welcome. Yeah. Take what fits, leave what doesn't, all of those amazing things. Let's get going. All right, universe, what do we got? Message for, thank you, Virgo, the creator. I just heard shining your inner light. Number 22, nice. Shining your inner light, creating what you want from a blank canvas. Okay, nice. So I get this sense that some of you are being called to step into kind of a new role for yourself where you're being asked to manifest what you want into your world instead of just playing the game. Okay, nice. I like it. Let's see. Virgo, what do we have about this creator? Okay. Ooh, that hurt. Just the message stung. For some of you, you need to hear that you're creating what you don't want. Don't shoot the messenger. These are the channeled messages I'm receiving. So yeah, I think what you're being called to do right now is focus on what you do want. And don't limit yourself by kind of those self-defeating thoughts of like, I'm not good enough for that. That's never going to come for me. That will never work out. Those kinds of things, like you need to let that go. Recognize that anything is possible. Okay. Virgo, what do we have? Virgo, message for Virgo, please. Okay, the King of Swords, the King of Staffs, and the King of Cups. You guys, 3 kings in reverse? Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that message that I was just saying about limiting yourself, limiting what you want, limiting, it's like this sense of being not worthy of something, of, you know, things don't work out for you because they never have. But I'm going to ask you to take a look at how your thought pattern has played a role in your things not working out for you. Okay. Yeah. Wow, 3 kings in reverse, all to start, guys. Yikes. All right, Virgo, what do we got? Let's get some more. Thank you. Knight of Staffs. Okay, I like to see this. You want to know why? Because he's moving. You want to know also, too, that I'm like called out on this? He's moving through water. I feel like there's something significant about that. There's this sense of moving through water. So it's like you're following your emotions. You're going with the flow of what you're being guided. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, because that is kind of getting you out of this really like stuck, self-defeated space. Yeah. Okay. So the pyramids. I'm being drawn to these pyramids back here. Pyramids are really like, what's the word? It's like they seem impossible. You know, we think that like there wasn't the technology at the time to build these things, and how did they do that? And I mean, you know, ultimately there's a bazillion theories, and I'm going to let every one of you keep yours. But it's like it happened, right? Regardless of how it happened or when it happened or why it happened or any of the things, it happened, right? It started off a blank canvas, the blank canvas of the desert. Very, very blank canvas. But it happened. It happened, and the creation led to these structures that lasted eternities, right? I mean, it's still lasting. They're super, super old. So, yeah, stop doubting yourself. Okay. All right, Virgo. Stop doubting yourself. Okay, what else? Get maybe just a couple more cards, and then we'll start to clarify some of this. So apparently there's like a very specific card that wants to come out for you. There we go. Mm-hmm. I'm glad this one came out. The Ten of Swords, the Ace of Staffs, and the Empress. Nice. Okay. The reason I like to see the Empress here with all these reversed kings is kings are a dominant masculine energy, right? The masculines are doers. They're action oriented. The feminine energy of the Empress is receptive. And I think that that's really important for you right now. Okay, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Very important right now. So I've got this Ten of Swords. Something is very much over. Very much dead. It hurts really bad. Like my leg right now, looking at these swords in this guy's calf, like literally you can't walk. What's up with that? You can't walk. It's like you're drowning in the puddle of your emotions. Ooh, Virgo, I don't like this. Okay, so anyways, but that's coming to an end. So he's picking his head up. He's like getting out of this. I feel like this stream or whatever is like the stream of all of your thousands of tears. Like, wow, Virgo, I don't like this. But I do like that you're picking yourself up to this new beginning, this new passionate, inspired, creative, right? The wands are very creative. That's how we started with the creator here. And moving into this Empress energy, right? This is a receptive energy. She knows her worth. She knows she's worthy and that everything that she should have is going to come to her. Not that she has to work her ass off to get it, but it's going to come to her. And then we've got this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's some kind of transformation. Things are going to come to you. Look, this wheel is being brought right to you. Something is going to shift. It's going to be like dropped off right at your footsteps. Because there is a transformation that needs to take place. I'm also hearing judgment. I'm not sure why. There's like a final judgment call for something. I don't know if that's going to come out in this reading. I feel like it will. We'll see. I don't know. I'm being drawn to this deck. Okay, Virgo. Interesting. That was in my other... There we go. Okay. Virgo. You know, I usually try to like keep my cards like super organized, but this card, I'm going to look at what it was. The Emperor. It was in this deck, but it was like right where I picked it up. But the Emperor, I feel like that's important. Okay. Well, I'm glad I looked at that. We're going to put it back though. The Emperor. Okay. Creator. You know, the Empress is super creative too. I mean, she creates life. That's pretty amazing. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to start there with the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. The Three of Pentacles. What else do we have? One more card for this Wheel of Fortune, please. Okay, fine. Two more cards. We're going to scoot this down and put that there. The Ace of Swords and the World. Okay, I like this. This is like finding your truth. Realizing, I do feel that there's a sense of like being worthy of something. And I think that this Ace of Swords is giving you the clarity that you need to really understand that you're super valuable, that you're this amazing, like whatever you have to bring into the world and whatever you have to offer, no matter how small it is, like even if it's just like giving your kindness to strangers in like silly ways, like helping them carry groceries up their steps to their apartment. I don't know. That's for somebody. Whatever it is, even if it's small, it's valuable. You are valuable. I feel like you've put work into things that maybe haven't worked out well for you. Or they've just really drained you, but you haven't really like, you've seen the results, you've gotten things out of it. There's like, but it's like held you back in a lot of ways. I mean, it's only a 3, this 3 of Pentacles. It's a 3. So it's like, it's kind of like you're just feeling a little stuck in like service of others. Okay. But you're like, something is shifting for you. Something is shifting into a new space. There's this transformation happening, and it's happening in a really like clear way where you're making very like concise actions toward your personal truth. You're stepping into something new, I think. You're stepping into your wholeness, right? We saw that the emperor and the empress together. That's being complete in some ways. Yeah, you're stepping into that. I like that. It's this portal. You're leaving behind something that isn't really like where you want to be anymore, and you're coming into something new. Nice. And then we have this Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which we have the Knight of Wands here in the middle of this spread. So let's go ahead and start with that Knight of Wands. Thank you. The Moon. All right, let's get one more. Okay. That's a lot more than one. All right. There's that Death card again, right? Okay, I'm going to say this because it came out when I looked at these cards. The Death and the Page of Cups is kind of like death to people pleasing. I'm not really sure why that came through, but that was exactly the message that came through. Death to people pleasing. So that's pretty nice. It's like you're trying to do magic tricks for something to unfold miraculously, but like you don't even really, it's like you're not even sure why you're doing it or who your audience is. Interesting. You're not sure why you're doing stuff or who you're doing it for. You think you do, but you don't actually. There's this sense of like deception, of not clarity, that you're like building a solid foundation for something or someone, but like, is it really solid is what I'm being asked to tell you. Is it going to stand the test of time, or are you burning yourself out? There's something here about like, yeah, just this kind of deceptive energy. Are you really following your inner compass? Yeah, I don't think it's a mistake that these two have water, right? That I mentioned that this is a guy moving through water, which is not typical of the the Knight of Staffs. Water, usually they're in a desert or something like that. And then there's this moon, which has this river, right? We've got a lot of rivers here. And it's like kind of going with the flow. There you go. It's going with the flow. Even though it's dark and scary, it's going with the flow. Okay, yeah, it's because right here, it wasn't flowy. You were trying to create the flow with your tears, and that really wasn't working out. It doesn't feel good, guys. But yeah, so going with the flow instead of like kind of trying to get things done all by yourself, it feels like. Trying to move mountains by yourself to create something really stable. Okay, yeah, stop doing magic tricks. All right, let's go to these kings. The King of Swords, thank you. Oh, I'm going to put that back. King of Swords. Tell me about the King of Swords, thank you. I'm going to read these all together because that's what I'm being called to do. The King of Swords gets the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. The King of Staffs, thank you, gets the 7 of Pentacles. And the King of Cups. 10 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Okay. It's really a burden to hide your emotions. Yeah. That's really burdening you a lot, to hide how you really truly feel about something. And instead of like trying to save face, it's like you're trying to like mask it. You're trying to bottle it up, and that's not working out for you. It's time to put that down. It's time to focus on things that need to be balanced, because there are things currently that are imbalanced, but you need to be honest with yourself about how to achieve balance, and the fact even that they are not balanced. Yeah. And I think that addressing, like looking at how you've put your time and energy into things and where it's gotten you, I think there's something to that, because maybe you've been ignoring your like passions in some way, or your strengths, or your creativity even. We've got the creator here. Maybe you've been kind of ignoring that, and you've been just kind of hoping for something to really like come to fruition for you, but without really knowing what you want to bloom. It's like, I'm hearing shotgun effect. So for me, like I'll take a bunch of seeds, right? Like to plant stuff in the springtime, and just like throw them all out and see what works. It's kind of that. Like, well, let's just see what works out for us. And so it's kind of like it wasn't very well thought out. It wasn't very well, like, you're like, something will work. Something's going to work out here. But you didn't really like do what you wanted. Like maybe you planted 1,000 tomatoes, but you hate tomatoes. It's like that energy. Okay, interesting. So yeah, let's talk then about this 10 of Swords, because that really feels awful. Oh my goodness. The 8 of Wands. I feel like this is either you saying something or you taking action to end something, or somebody doing that to you. It's one of those situations, but it's like you're creating all of this like sadness where there doesn't need to be sadness, and you need to just pick yourself up. Okay, that's a very specific message. That's for somebody. Pick yourself up. You don't need to be stuck in a sad space. Yeah, the Ace of Staffs, please. The Ace of Staffs. I feel like you're being called to go a direction, but you haven't quite done that yet. Oh, goodness. All right. It's a lot of cards. The 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. You have a lot of aces here, guys. This is making the choice to master something, to do something tangible that you want to do, not something that's right because other people have told you that it's right, or because you have to support your family or support your spouse or support, I don't know, your habits. It's like because you actually want to do something, because you want to put the time into it, you want the end result, you know what the end result is, and it's like coming to kind of like grabbing onto that and making it tangible. This creator, right? Starting with the blank canvas and making something tangible with it, and taking steps to do that, making the choice to do that, to move out of some kind of comfort zone and put work into something that you want to master. Not that you have to master, that you're obligated to master. Okay, tell me about this Empress. Thank you. Okay, we've got the 4 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is really letting go of apathy, letting go of regret or remorse over things that you have started that maybe aren't what you want. Is really what's coming out, because this Empress, she knows what she wants. She has defined it. She has like manifested it from her heart and gestated on it and created that within, and let it come to her. Let it just come. When the time is right, it will come, is what I'm hearing. Oh, the Lovers. I love it. The Lovers. Yes, when the time is right, it will all come together. When the time is right, it will all come together. That's what I keep hearing. Okay, let's see. I'm going to set that there. But you have to make a choice. All right, interesting. You have to make a choice. I don't know what this choice is. like you know what this choice is, Virgo. Okay. Just start painting. Sit down with a paintbrush or maybe a pen and a notebook and start writing what you want to create. Make a choice. Make a choice to know that you're worthy of everything that you want. Everything. And stop focusing on the things you don't want. It's like not working for you. Okay. All right, Virgo. Advice for Virgo, please. Advice for Virgo regarding this spread. Okay. That's the Fool in reverse. Way over there. Oh my God. Way over there. And then we had a whole puke of cards. Just give me a sec. Okay. First, that guy. Okay. We have every single one of these cards already, guys. You're not going to get what you want when you're bogged down in a space of indecision, telling yourself you're doing what's right because you've been told what you're supposed to do. Okay, that's the message that came through. That's not going to create a beginning for you. That's not going to give you, you're not going to reap the rewards of what you want if you're stuck. Look at this guy. He's stuck. He's stuck under burdens. He needs to make a choice to stay burdened or to move into something new. Yeah, he needs to make a choice. I do feel like he needs to make a choice to leave something behind and move along. It's time to move along. But what are you telling yourself about this moving along? I do feel like, though, you need to let go of this idea of self-deception that you're not good enough for something, because you are, Virgo. You are good enough for everything. Okay, the Six of Cups. Look at the way that little boy idolizes that man. He, like, idolizes him. He just, like, loves him with every ounce of his being is how I feel. It's like, love yourself like that. See yourself like that. If you were your younger version of yourself looking at you now, wouldn't you be proud of yourself? I mean, come on, really? I bet you would. Yeah, look at all you've accomplished. I feel like you probably have accomplished quite a bit, Virgo. Okay, well, let's grab you a fortune. Okay. All right, so this is like a piece of paper that fell off of, I know exactly where it goes. It fell off of something, and it says, it's number 42, and it's your true self. Yes, there's something to that. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Your true self. Okay, that camera is silly. Your true self, number 42, breaks down to a 6. That's being balanced in equilibrium. Following your true self. Know your worth. Know your true self. Be that empress and know that everything is destined to come to you. But you have to raise your vibration in order to receive the things that you want. And if you limit yourself, you're never going to get there. Okay, so don't limit yourself because that's silly. And then this other one fell out and I feel like I need to read it to you. Haha. You will have good luck in personal affairs. Nice. I love it. I'm going to put that right there too. All right, Virgo. Well, that's what I've got for you today. I hope this content resonated with you. Please like, share, subscribe. I do daily oracle messages as well as tarot readings. So yeah, hit that subscribe button if you're interested and comment. I always love your comments. Okay, that's what I got. Until next time, sending so much love and light. Bye.